Let us celebrate, as the first ever YEG Food Masters competition is about to heat up at El Beso. 16 chefs are competing for the prestigious title of YEG Food Master, and they come from different backgrounds. While many are top chefs, others are rookies and home cooks who will compete as wild cards.
The 2 wild cards and the 2 chefs are going to compete, and by the end of the night, 2 of them are going to be moving on to the next round, and 2 of them are going to be probably just jonesing to get back into it next year to, get a little bit of retribution.
Once a month for the next 8 months, the chefs will go head-to-head in this kitchen. But there's a twist to the culinary cook-off, an element of mystery added to the mix.
A literal black box of ingredients, and in there's going to be 3 ingredients that they have to use in their dish in some way.
Each chef will get an hour to create an original dish. Once that time is up, each dish will be sampled by a panel of 3 judges. 2 resident judges and a guest judge each month.
We've also got people, that are prominent throughout lots of different niches in Edmonton's various communities and the arts and culture scene especially, and a lot of them are actually coming in to judge these.
The restaurant industry has been put through the ringer during the pandemic. So this is an opportunity to bring people together. One of the local chefs competing, Earl Barones, is just excited to be amongst other local chefs again.
Kind of like a trumpeting sound for the rest of the crowd, be like, hey, we're back. A lot of the chefs that are kind of been laid off for the last couple of years, we're trying to do some cool stuff again. We're trying to reinvigorate the food scene.
For the foodies in our city, limited tickets are available in pairs. You'll get to find out firsthand who's really cut out for this challenge and who gets to be the last chef standing.
The whole idea behind it too is, building or rebuilding Edmonton's food community, and a competition is the perfect avenue to do that.
Sierra Yaschuk, Global News.
Great concept. Tickets can be purchased online at eventbrite.ca/foodmasterstickets.
Yeah, great event there to kind of lift up the restaurant industry and showcase their talents, so should be fun.
Certainly need it.
Yeah. All right, forecast time. Again, you've been broken record really for a couple weeks now.
Yeah.
It's been so great, and it really continues.
I have a feeling that I could give you this forecast today and we could run it every day this week, and it would change very little over the next few days. There's really not a lot going on. I mean, once we get into Friday evening, possibly a little bit of action with a few scattered showers. I'll show you on the Futurecast, but other than that, we'll just be listing temperatures and clear skies for the next week almost. 13 right now for the city of Edmonton. Still a little warmer in the mountain parks. You're at 16 for Jasper and for Banff, the northern side of the map. 5 to 7 for high level in Fort McMurray. We can see that cooler air sitting across the north and northeastern side of the province. You're closer to the 10 mark in Lac La Biche, but this cooler air mass affecting the northern side of Saskatchewan and Manitoba much more. But where we are seeing this change in pressure, we still have a few breezy conditions. You have Lloydminster at 28, gusting to 57, closer to 30, gusting to 43 in Coronation. Most of these wind speeds all coming in from the north and the northwest. You're at 28 to 35 for wind gusts in Fort McMurray and Lac La Biche, 31 for Medicine Hat. City of Edmonton northwest at 15. In the mountain parks, you have a south to west flow, anywhere from around 7 to 11 kilometers an hour. As we look at the satellite and radar, still dealing with a partly cloudy sky across the north and the northwest. It is mostly clear to the northeast and pretty much all of central and southern Alberta. Not really dealing with any cloud cover as we start things off this evening. You do have some wind warnings in place for northern Manitoba and southern Saskatchewan. Air quality an issue right along the BC and Alberta border, north and northwest of the Grand Prairie area. Looking at some active conditions across the northern side as well of British Columbia. And for the Yukon, we're dealing with this area of low pressure causing those snowfall warnings, rain warnings, and wind warnings in this area. This will ride up and over the northern side of BC. Here's your surface high sitting in the BC interior with this upper ridge in the jet stream. We can see where that warmer air mass is sitting, comparing that to much cooler temperatures on the northern side of the front. You have it cold enough to deal with a few scattered flurries across northern Manitoba. We'll be dealing with that surface high sliding towards the south and the southeast to get a few clouds as we start things off tomorrow morning. But as we head into your Friday evening, this is where we get a cold front moving through the area. This will drop our temperatures into the weekend, and starting to see a few chances of showers creeping into central and east central Alberta, likely late in the day on Friday, overnight, and into your Saturday. And that's where we'll see that drop in temperature. We'll be close to 5 overnight tonight. Many areas of the province going to be close to, if not slightly below freezing. 20 to 22 for daytime highs throughout the next day, 16 for Lloydminster, and then we have that drop in temperature late in the day on Friday. This will bring us to 12 on Saturday, anywhere from 15 to 18 with a partly cloudy sky Sunday through Wednesday of next week.
Sky Tracker weather is brought to you by Joseph A. Nagy Injury Law. Accidents and injuries happen. josephaнаgy.com.
Tragedy in Ontario, 2 police officers killed in the line of duty.
When we return, what happened and how the town is reacting to this devastating loss.